My name is Monsignor Hodge, and I'm the pastor of St. Mary's Parish, and I am standing on the shoulders of giants that have gone before me, priests, sisters, lay teachers that have sacrificed tremendously, not only for the building of the first chapel of St. Mary, the present church of St. Mary, but also St. Mary's Catholic Grammar School and St. Mary's Catholic High School, which is today known as Gloucester Catholic. So it's my privilege really to give credit to all of the families from Gloucester City and St. Mary's Parish who have sacrificed over the past nearly 175 years for the continuance of Catholic education in Gloucester City. I'm a product of Catholic education myself, and without Catholic schools, I would really wonder about the moral fiber of the nation itself. Catholic schools have been a cornerstone for high integrity, Christian morality and principles, and we've been a strength for the entire country of the United States. Our parents and grandparents, our great-grandparents, wherever they may have come from, saw the value of a Catholic education and were willing to sacrifice their paychecks in order to ensure that their children got a fine education and a wonderful religious foundation which would carry them through their entire lifetime, through sickness, through poverty, through all kinds of disappointments, crisis and traumas in their lives. It's the faith, it's Catholicism that have kept many a family afloat. So if I were a parent, I would make every sacrifice imaginable in order to ensure that my children got a fine Catholic education. I worked on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. I was born and raised in Atlantic City. I worked on the $1 Million Pier. I suppose I did look at the clock and the hours that I was putting in day after day in order to make my own tuition. I put myself through Catholic high school. When I left the $1 Million Pier, I worked on the Schmidt's beer truck and carried kegs and cases over my shoulders in order to ensure that I would be able to pay the tuition to go to a Catholic high school. I drove my father's jitney. You don't get any more Atlantic City than that. And all of this to make sure that there was money on the table and that I could play my part in my own subsidization of Catholic education. I'm a graduate of St. Augustine Prep, but I am a dinosaur. I graduated in 1965 in the third graduating class from St. Augustine Prep. There were 28 boys in my class. There was no escape. There was no place to hide. The educators were spot on. They had their eyes on every single one of us. They wanted us to succeed. They encouraged us to go forward with a plan for our lives. And I would encourage you to consider Gloucester Catholic High School because of the small size of the school. There's no student in Gloucester Catholic who is unknown to the faculty and the administration. And that is a blessing for families. It might be an irritation for the student, but nonetheless, it's all for their benefit, and they're going to get a tremendous amount out of the input that they make for a high school education.
How do you think Gloucester Catholic instills
there's no way that you can get out of it. There's a crucifix in every classroom, statues of the Blessed Mother everywhere, religion classes. It's through every fiber of the institution. That's why we exist. We exist, obviously, to educate our students, but we really exist to form the souls of members of the church, not just for the future, but for the here and the now, so that they will stay out of trouble, that they will be a credit to their mother and father, so that the kids will be happy with themselves. Why did God make me? That's a question that goes back through the millennia. Why did God make me? God made me to know Him, to love Him, and to serve Him in this life, and to be happy with Him forever in heaven. And that is what is communicated to the students of Gloucester Catholic High School.